Hey everyone's JackelWolf back in all of the Mod 6 to the sky with another 5 minutes. That's how I did it. Now if you've been following along, you know that we are working our way through the quest book. Last episode, we were on the Pedestals tab where we crafted ourselves a Furnace upgrade. We use that Furnace upgrade to create ourselves an automatic charcoal system. You can see that tree is going off right now. As the wood drops, it gets put into this chest here, which gets sucked up into the furnace. As the sticks drop, the sticks get put into this dropper here that gets dropped on the furnace as a fuel. That fuel burns the wood in the furnace, and that creates yourself some charcoal. And I don't know if I'm going to get any sticks out of this, so we're just going to go throw a stick right there. You see it's got picked up. And there you go. It dropped really, really quick. You see the furnace is on, and then any second we will see there you go, piece of charcoal. That charcoal is getting sent over here for storage right for the moment. That's because this episode, what we're going to do is we're going to set ourselves up a pedestal crusher. That crusher is going to take the Netherack from our Netherite generator. It's going to crush it into crushed Netherrack. Then we're going to set up a automatic sifter, very similar to the ones we've got over there, mainly because I don't think there is a sifter for the Pedestal mod. That sifter is going to take the crushed Netherrack. It's going to sift it, and among other things, we're going to get ourselves some Netherite scrap. We can then use that Netherite scrap to make Netherite ingots. We can then use those Netherite ingots to make the Netherite mesh, which is our, ultimate goal with this whole sort of setup here. So what we're going to do first is we are going to go and make ourselves some more pedestals. I've got an extra one from when I was doing the upgrade over here. But to make a pedestal in the Pedestals mod, it is 4 stone blocks, 2 stone slabs, and a linking tool. I've got 5 pedestals here total. I believe that's going to be enough for what we want to do. Don't forget to pull your linking tool out of your crafting station. I'm going to say that pretty much every single time. Otherwise, you're going to leave it behind, and then you're going to wonder where it's at. We are also going to need some blank upgrades. To make a blank upgrade, it is a gold ingot in a crafting table with that linking tool again. We're going to make 3 of them for this build. I've got a couple ones already built and a couple left over from previous builds as well. Again, don't forget to take your linking tool out of that crafting table. Now, to make a pedestal crusher upgrade, we are first going to need to make ourselves a grindstone. This is just the vanilla grindstone, so it is 2 oak planks, 2 sticks, and a stone slab. We take that out. We'll feed in a blank pedestal upgrade. That gets us our pedestal upgrade crusher. If we press U on that, we can go over to the information tab. Place an inventory below the pedestal for item inputs. Drop fuel items on the pedestal to fuel it, very similar to the furnace. Output comes out the top of the pedestal. Can crush most ores, stone, slabs. Pretty much anything that can be crushed should work in this pedestal. So again, it is the grindstone and the pedestal upgrade base. That makes ourselves the pedestal crusher upgrade. Now we're going to go take a chest out of our inventory here. Let's go place it on the ground. Now I could take this pedestal. This is for the crusher, and I could go place it on top of the chest. The problem is to fuel it, we've got to drop items on top of it. So that means our dropper is going to be up even higher. For the sake of making this as efficient as possible, let's go put that crusher on the side here. We're going to take the crusher upgrade. We're going to throw it into our offhand. This is the only way that you can apply upgrades to pedestals. And we're going to go and click that there. So this is now a proper crusher. All we need to do is get materials into it. Like the tooltip said, it takes materials from a storage on the bottom. So if you're looking at your pedestal, depending on the way that you place it, you've got a definitive top and a bottom. The bottom is a little bit bigger. The top is a little bit smaller. That's how you tell the two apart. Also, the upgrade seems to go a little bit closer to the top than to the bottom. To get items into this chest, we can manually grab, a little bit of Netherack, throw that in there. It will get pulled into this as soon as it's got a little bit of power. I've got a little bit of charcoal blocks. Let's actually just convert that into regular charcoal for the moment. We'll throw that there. You can see it's immediately made itself a couple pieces of crushed Netherrack. Now, something to keep in mind is that this only holds 1 at a time. Even though I've got more than 1 piece of Netherrack in here, it's not going to pull it out and crush it because this here is basically blocking it. It can only have 1 in the output slot at a time. We're going to deal with that in a moment. Don't worry about your fuel, though. It does not burn out. It only burns as it gets used. So this will stay flaming basically until we throw enough, or we run enough Netherrack through it to eat it up. Now, our next step is to input items from our pedestal over here into this chest. To do that, what we do is we can use another pedestal, and then what we need is a pedestal import upgrade. Now, I've got one over here that we're using to take the charcoal that is generated over there and just push it down into this chest. This was just temporary. This was just, so to show how much charcoal we've got. I can actually use this pedestal here as a storage in and of itself. So what we're going to do is we're going to go take our filter swapper, and then we're going to go shift, right click, tag tool, upgrade tool. That's the one that we want. To take that upgrade off of that pedestal, we go through the upgrade tool in our offhand. It's got to be the tool. And then we can go left click, we pull that off. As long as this tool's in there, you can pull those upgrades off. Otherwise, there's no other way of getting it back except, breaking it, off of the, breaking the whole pedestal and that. So that's what the upgrade tool is for. Offhand, left click, we've got that upgrade back. What we're going to do is we're going to go swap that upgrade over here to this pedestal. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go link this pedestal here with our Netherack generator, and as you see, it's going to start pulling it from the Netherack generator. It's going to start pushing it into this chest. So this is now automated. We are now getting automatic Netherack from our Netherack generator. This will only fill it up until this is full, which is good because there is quite a bit of Netherack. I've got almost 12,000 pieces of Netherack in that Netherack generator, which is really, really good. I believe it holds up to 2 billion, if I remember the number correctly. So there's good potential of a lot of storage in here. So we've now automated the Netherack into our chest. Next up, we've got to automate the charcoal from the charcoal pedestal. And actually, we can go and toss that in there now. Any new charcoal is going to come and it's going to sit in this pedestal. To get it from the pedestal into this furnace, what we're going to do is we've got to make ourselves a pedestal dropper. To make ourselves a pedestal dropper upgrade, we're going to need a dropper, a vanilla dropper, which is the 7 cobblestone and the 1 piece of redstone dust. The dropper with the pedestal, the blank pedestal upgrade base, that gets us a dropper upgrade. So the reason I put this down here is to make this a little bit easier, but let's actually grab 2 pieces of Netherack because it's so easy to break. We're going to go 1, 2, and then we're going to go break that guy right there. The dropper, we ran into this with the charcoal furnace, is that the dropper drops stuff out of the top. So you've got to arrange this in a way that is going to drop it on top of the item that you're going to want for it to be burning. So to accomplish that, that's why we've got the block floating in the air. We're just going to go and put this underneath that block so it is now facing down. We're going to go take that dropper out into our offhand, and we're going to go click that up there. So now this will drop out of the top of it, and it'll drop it right down on top of our on top of our crusher. Once again, we're going to take our linking tool. We're going to link the destination there, and now we're going to link the source. They are now together. This is going to take all that charcoal that's in there, and it's going to drop it one at a time. So this is building up a little bit of a buffer here, which is fine. This is actually really, really good. I think it'll probably hold a stack of fuel before you run into problems. But we have now automated our fuel system. Any new charcoal that comes out of this is going to get pushed into this pedestal, which is going to get pushed up here into the dropper, which will drop it on top of our crusher, which will crush the Netherack, and we now have the crushed Netherack. Our next step now is to get that crushed Netherack into a auto sifter. To make a auto sifter, very similar to the ones that we got over there, it is 2 blocks of iron, 2 iron ingots, 4 glass panes, and a sieve. That gets us a regular auto sieve. This is not the compacted auto sieve. This is just a regular one. What we're going to do is let's place it right here in our world. And what skin did we got? We got Zeke the Geek as the skin there. That is really, really cool. Now, before this works at all, we're first going to have to add ourselves a mesh to it. I've had that emerald mesh ready to go. We now need a way to get the Netherack from the crusher into the auto sieve. The good thing is the pedestals consider the auto sieve a storage, a legitimate storage base. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to make ourselves another one of the import pedestal upgrades. That is a hopper and a pedestal upgrade. Now, this will take it from a storage and push it into a pedestal. That's not what we want, though. What we want is we want to revert this to something that takes it from a pedestal and puts it into a storage. So that is the export upgrade rather than the import upgrade. We're going to go take our pedestal. We're going to go place it into there. We're going to go take the upgrade, throw it into our offhand, click it on there. And now all we need to do is we need to link the destination again with our output. And it is now taking all of that crushed netherrack. You see it's now making some more netherrack here. It is doing this a little slowly, but we can enchant these upgrades to get some better output. That's something we're going to be working on in the future. But if we go in here, you can see it is now pushing that crushed netherrack into our sifter. The only thing left to do is to power up the sifter. Now, we could set up a lava generation system over there. That would be all well and good, but you know what? We're using the pedestals right now. What we want to do is set ourselves up a pedestal power system. So to make a pedestal generator upgrade, we are first going to need to make ourselves a energy exporter upgrade. Now I'm going to need 2 of these for this build. Unfortunately, these don't stack. So to make a energy exporter upgrade, it is a block of redstone and a export upgrade. And then we're going to make a second one there, which is absolutely perfect. Now, before we can make the generator upgrade, what we're going to do is we're going to take one of these, put it into an empty crafting station, and convert it from an energy exporter upgrade into an energy importer upgrade. And then take that energy importer upgrade and put it in a crafting table with a furnace. That gets us a energy generator upgrade. This is basically a generator. So what we're going to do is we're going to go take that pedestal, and I just realized I am going to need one more pedestal. Now, I can put this pretty much anywhere I want and link the power system, but for the moment, what we're going to do is we're just going to go place this on top of our sifter. We're then going to take the pedestal generator upgrade, put it into our offhand. We're going to turn that pedestal into a generator. And now all we need to do is feed this with fuel. Now, I can do a setup very, very similar to this, but there's no point in doing that in this episode. What we're going to do is we're just going to take this block of coal. We're just going to go throw that up there. We're going to take this block of coal and toss it up there. You can see it has been picked up by the generator and it's now generating power. Up in the top corner there, one of the reasons I got my face cam down at the bottom is you can see that it is now doing about 300 RF per tick. This seems to be about right, which is not bad. That's a pretty good power source. What we need to do now is get this power into our Auto Sieve. Just because it is connected to the Auto Sieve does not mean it is pushing power into the Auto Sieve. This is just a generator. We need a way to get that power out. To do that, we're going to need to make ourselves one more pedestal. So pedestal, bring our linking tool back with us. So what we're going to do is we're going to go take that pedestal. Depending on how you place it up against the block that you want power, I'm just going to do it this way because it's easier with the base to the bottom. If we take a look at our Pedestal Upgrade Energy Exporter Upgrade, place against the machine or insert an item needing supplied with energy. This upgrade will extract power from the network and into the attached machine or compatible block. So this will push the energy down into the machine. So if we throw that into our offhand, we're going to go place that there. We're going to take our linking tool. We're going to link the destination with the source. And you can see it is now taking that power and it is pushing it into that Auto Sieve. There is the opposite one, the one that we used to build the generator, that would have taken it from the bottom and pushed it out the top. The way I've got it set up, though, is it's pushing the power from the top into the bottom. So if we go in here, we can now see, look at that. We've got 2 Netherite Scraps already. It is slowly generating power. Actually, it's probably out of fuel for the moment. Let's just go and fill it up with all of that. This is just temporary. I will set up a better power system for this. But it is now sifting through that the crushed netherrack, and we're now getting ourselves some netherite scraps. If we were to take 4 netherite scraps and 4 gold ingots, we could make ourselves some netherite ingots. We could then use those netherite ingots to make ourselves that netherite mesh. So that is the whole point of this whole setup. This is basically what we were aiming to do. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I've got a little bit of work here to go upgrade these pedestal upgrades so we can get some better efficiency on our tree farm, which is going to get us some better efficiency with our charcoal, which is going to get us some better efficiency with our crusher, and then some better efficiency with our power generation here. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys found it useful. If you did, please think about leaving a like and a subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at JackelWolf. Also, check out the description below. There'll be a link to my Discord page. I would love it if you guys stop by to say hi. As well, there'll be a link to my Patreon page. If you enjoy this channel, if you enjoy this content you want to support, stop by, check it out. There are a lot of great perks out there for all of my supporters. Also, I've been streaming on Twitch, JackelWolf77. I stream Tuesday nights, Friday nights, and Saturday nights, 8 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. So if you're looking for a chance to chat with me, that would be a great opportunity to do that. But that is it. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.